So hello everyone. Right now I'm going to do my second task, that is automated file ingestion, content based on naming and secure upload. Write a Python script that is processes a folder of PDF files to analyze each PDF and extract relevant information. Generate a meaningful file name based on the extracted content and rename the PDF files accordingly. Upload the renamed files to Google Drive automatically. So requirements: the script should handle multiple PDFs folder efficiently. Uh, so I'm going to start my Visual Studio Code. So this is my Visual Studio Code. So here's our code. Apps like app.py. So this is the code, and this is the requirement txt, like py pdf python detail and etc. This is a requirement.txt file, and this is the credential.jsons, and this is token.json. So in order to make a connection with Google Drive, we have to go to the Google console. It's kind of a very it's a thing that uh, we have to make a Google Drive API. I'm going to show you how I'm going to make this. So anyways, so when we go to the Google Cloud Console, the console cloud google.com.apis APIs. So there you go. So first we need to create, oh, I have activated the API. So let's go to the Google Colab. So this is our Google Colab. So we need to make a project. Okay, I made this project. So I'm doing it. I did doing a project. So this project, the name, and I create. Now enabling a project 14368. So let's click onto it. So my APIs and services, enable APIs and services. Then we have to enable API services. Click onto this. We have to go to credentials first. So okay, again we're gonna do it later. So credential, we go to the credentials. Let's get started. Authentication overview. So what is my project name? I'm just giving a random name. Connection. Okay. My email address, and then next, external, next, contact info, Oh, Jafar 154159 at the rate of piu.aju.bg. Okay, and then I agree, and then create. So the information is okay. To create authentication client. Application type, we have desktop app. Name, I giving 3. Now create. So now we can download the JSON file here. So this is the JSON file, and we have to place it to the have to place it here. Okay, and we have to name it credential.json. That file we have to send it here. So this is the API app. So we need to paste this in the API. I've already done it. And another work is left. So the audience should be set like add user. So who will be the audience? I have like two emails, Jafar 154159 at the rate of tiu.aju.pd. I'm saving it. I have to make another Jafar Sadek Ayu at the rate of PIU 4159 at the rate of gmail.com. So we need to publish the app, and then we have something left. We need to enable the Google Drive API for this project. I have to enable it. So we have done it already. So let's check the app.api, app.py. So now what we can do, it will authenticate with our Google Colab. Okay, and then sorry, Google no, Google Drive, authorize Google Drive, and then we can upload multiple PDFs. First it can authenticate, it will create token.js. So I'm going to click it, python app.py, execute the file app.py. It takes some time. It varies time for internet connection, etc. Okay, I just delete it and take a new terminal. 2 minutes stops is running on my computer, so it is now very slow. Okay, so it has successfully Google Drive authenticated. So select the file. So default one, I just take one for because I want to see the console. So say yes, do you want to select individual PDF or of select a folder? I want to say like a individual PDFs. So there are multiple PDFs. So I'm going to select all. So what will be the name of that folder that they will be saved after changing their names? So their names will be final VS code problem. So it is uploaded. So what was their name? Their actual name was okay. Let it be processed. Then I'll show you how it changes. So successfully processed 4 files. Okay. The it is already in the drive. Okay. Now this is the drive link that they are. So here we got our documents. So now I will review. The file name is the folder name is like uh, final. Let's just check the PDFs. The name of the PDF was CSC 468 Kinematics Lecture 1 to 5, and that PDF. It has name to document. It's a type of document, and then the date. It is date, and then the kinematics and the joints. It found. Okay, and then the invoice. Then I added the invoice. Actually, it is a formatted file. Okay, it is a formatted file of this. It is a formatted file of DSA Prashadda ma'am, and it is renamed as invoice Amazon Microsoft PDF. Okay, and when I give the system the similar named PDF, then it also go through the algorithm and it adds the same name. So they both are same. But here Jaffer 2115, let me see what it has made. It's a resume, machine learning, resume model, and then model running. So let us check the resume because I'm interesting. Oh, so in the CV, it get the word model learning. So how the algorithm works, I will talk about it right now. So this is the whole thing that we need to know about the program, and we also had to install pip install requirements.txt to run this file. So here is the format. This is a folder that is run in the VS Code. But now I will show you how I have done in the Google Colab. And I explain all the things there sequentially. So this is the code. Let's run it. Let it connect with the runtime, and then I'm gonna show you how it works. Okay, then I'm gonna run this part, and I'm gonna run to the main part that needs to be run. Okay, so first it will connect authorized Google Drive authentication. Then I click on prerequisite the PDF folders. Let's go to the downloads, my folder. I gave all at once because the criteria was to give multiple times of folder that should be uh, uploaded, and it must be processed, and they have to saved in the Google Drive. So they are processing. So enter the folder name. So I would give the folder name here. I said enter, press enter. Now uploading, and I think it's successfully uploaded. So all the files can be accessed here in the Google Drive. So why don't we go there? So look, the PDFs are renamed by extracting information from there. They are already renamed. Clicking that Google Drive. So now we will dive into the code. That's because that is very essential. Essentially, we have to understand the code. So first, we record the required packages are installed. So So import OS that is used for interacting with operating system like paths, files, environment variables. And then import RE that is used for working regular expressions like patterns matching in text. Like, you know, regular expression we studied, regular expression was taught in compiler design. So how does expression is evaluated by a compiler? Then we import shootil. It's used for file operations like copying, moving, and deleting files, directories. And then import temp file used for create temporary files and directories safely. And then the datetime, import datetime, from datetime, import datetime used for working with dates and times, and from PyPDF to import PDF reader used to read and extract text data from PDF files, and then from date date util from parser used for automatically parse date and time strings into datetime objects. And then Google Colab import authentication, and from Google Google P client discovery import build and used to create and interact with Google API services like e.g. Google Drive API, and then Google API client HTTP import media file upload and used to uh, upload files to Google services like Drive, Google authentication and import default, and used to get the default Google authentication credentials for API access. So we take a class PDF processor, and then we take a def. This is a constructor, as we know in init self constructor. Initialize the PDF processor class, and Google Drive service object will be created later after authentication. So self drive service none. And then we create a temporary directory where the files can be stored temporarily. And this is useful for handling download or preprocessed PDF files without cluttering permanent storage. And self temp directory and temp file for mkd temp. So this is useful for handling downloads or process PDF without cluttering the permanent storage. And then we take a function authenticate drive. So authenticate and initiate Google Drive API service. So first step one, the authenticate the user in Google Colab. And this prompts the user to log in with their Google account and authorize access. So dot authenticate user. And then step two, get uh, default credential for the authenticated Google account. Default automatically retrieves the credential that were created in the previous step. Creates default. And then step three, they build the Google Drive API service using credentials. The build function initiates a connection to the Drive API and version 3. So it's a self drive service and build drive version 3 and credentials are creates. So confirm successful authentication to print Google Drive authentication successful, return true. And then the exception thread. What if it fails? And then we extract the text from the PDF, self PDF path, extract text content from a PDF file. So in the try block, open the specific PDF file in a binary read mode, RB, and the binary read mode is necessary because PDF files are not in plain text files. With open PDF RB, so this is a read mode as a file. So we create a PDF reader object to read the contents of the PDF. Then initiate the empty string to store the extracted text. And we loop through each page in the PDF and extract the text from the current page. So only the add text if extraction was successful, the page is non. So add a extracted text and a new line after separation between pages. So and it will return the complete text after all pages and removing extra white spaces. This is the expression thread. So now we take in a function extract dates, self and text, extract all the valid dates from a text using regex patterns and date parsing. They define the multiple regular expression regex patterns to capture various date formats, and each pattern handles a different way dates might appear in the text. So date patterns, these are the date patterns. Matches the numeric dates like 1205, 23, and then the match date like 05 March 23, and then the March 523, and then the ISO format. This is the ISO format. This is a regular expression of this. And then the March 2013. This is a regular expression. And then we store the date. Then I treat all the defined patterns and find the matches in the input text. And then find the all occurrence ignoring the cases. A pattern matches because some rejects pattern return tuples when using groups. So here we take a flattened matches. So for match in matches, if instance match tuple. So if it is tuple, add the match to the list. It extend the instance and the else case, and then add all the found matches for the pattern to the main list. And the parse the raw date strings into datetime objects, valid dates. This is a fuzzy true. The try block allows the parser to ignore extra text. An optional syntax keep only dates within the reasonable range, and this helps ignore false positives. Okay, not then. The parse date is not less than greater than 2030, and the exception thread. So now the document type. The document type covers all the text to lowercase to make the keyword matching case sensitive. So the invoice and invoice are treated as same. So all they are to lower function. Using the to lower function, it is made. So there the document type. So the invoice will. So these are the document types. We check a dictionary and all report if it is the invoice type, it's a contract type, or report type, or receipt type, or resume type, or proposal type, or manual type, and a statement letter, and it will categorize with these keywords. And then we scores dictionary to store how many keywords match for the each document type. So look through each document type and count how many of its keywords appear in the text. So so they make a for loop and count keywords occurrence using generator expression, and only record the types that have at least one keyword match. So if one or more documents types have keywords matches, then they pick the type and the highest score, and with the max score, they returns the document type. If no keywords they match, they they generalize as a they return as a document type. And then the extract parities, extract potential party names and entities like companies, individuals for the document text using common parties found in business and legal documents, etc. So define regular expression patterns that commonly indicate party names or entities. These are the typical phrases seen in contracts and invoice correspondence. So the patterns, so this pattern is used for between X and Y, and the client name, the vendor name, the company name, the prepared for name, and from name to customer and the suppliers. So the parties list to store all the extracted party names. And Loop through each regex reverse expression pattern and search for matches in the document text. So here you can see find all matches and case sensitives. And we take another for loop the some patterns like x and y and multiple groups in a tuple, extract both parties and clean up with the white spaces. So the party extend, the stripe function is used, and they use another for loop for party in match if the length of the party the stripe actually reduces the cancels the white spaces, and there's a condition, and else the condition is given. So there's a cleansing state. Remove the filter words and extra punctuations to refine the extracted names. So remove party in party, like remove common entity words like and, the, from, etc. And remove unnecessary punctuations or white spaces from the start and end. And keep only non-empty and reasonably long names. And remove duplicates using set, and set actually uh, eliminates the duplicated words. So now the extracted keyword. So step one, we tokenize the text and find all the words with at least 4 alphabet characters and using regex the whole words 4 or more letters, and we lowercase all the text essential data and data are treated as the same. And step two, define a set of common words to extract. These are frequent and but non-informative words that don't convey meaning. So the stop words are given. Then step three, filter out the stop words, keeping only the meaningful ones. And step four, count how often each word appear using Python counter, and the counter creates a dictionary-like objects. And the step five, select the most common words up to the desired limit, and the most limit common method returns a list of word and count of tuples. We extract only the words themselves. Then the generating the filing, identify the document type. It takes the type of the document and then extract the document and the date. And if the date are found, use the some recent one. Otherwise, use the current date as fallback. Extract the parties entities. Try to identify involved parties like companies and clients, and start building file name components. Begin with a document type and date, and add parties and the rollback. If the party join, they use the join of two parties, replacing spaces, commas, and then the else cases. And then we combine all the parties to into one file name stream and clean up invalid file name characters, anything not letter, number, underscore dash. And then we add PDF extension and then handle the file's name. And after handling very short empty text extraction, if the text content is too small, failed OCR, then we fall back using original file name plus date. It is if we can't extract something, and then upload the file folder to the PC. From PC we upload the file. This is how we upload the folder to the PC. If not, and these are the exception cases how we deal with. Then we process and upload to the drive. So here we call all the these exception cases, and then we process each file one by one and build full local path to the PDF folder, extract text content from the PDF, and skip files where no text and could be extracted. And step 4, generate a new descriptive file name and upload file names, and then the success or failure, the result. When we upload it to the drive, we check the drive service, uh, prepare the file metadata. If the drive folder ID is provided, and make sure that okay, we execute the API cell here with the metadata name, folder, name type, and actual file content. And then we create a dive folder. Here we create a 5 dive folder. And this is the main function where this is the processor initialize the processor and authenticate with the Google Drive and upload from the PC and get drive folder name and process and upload to the driver. And then this will display the final result. So this is the attempt to detect a temporary directory that used to store uploaded processed files, and utility function to check drive files after processing. So authenticate the user in Google Colab, and then we're calling the function and then get default uh, credentials after authentication and build Google Drive API service object using credentials and search for the folder and drive by its name, and if a folder not found, then print message and exit and get ID for the first matching folder and list the PDF files in the folder, and if no PDF file found, print message and print list of the PDF file and convert the byte KB if it is necessary. So this is how we complete the program. Thank you so much.